I was really hoping that last week the lost episodes would finally debut. Unfortunately, we had some unexpected events. So we went out to DC to support my dad in his third marathon. And this one was the Marine Corps Marathon. And the whole side of my family came. It was really wonderful. I'm actually going to show you a little bit of his race right here.
Play it back like a million times because they know that you're the absolute, the original. A little solid gold. When you're classic, when you start it all, you ain't never ever getting old. The original. Walker, hard stopper, yeah. The original. Forever, hard stopper, yeah. The original.
Man, I am just so proud of my dad. That was such a fun day with family, cheering with my brother and sister, nieces, nephews, friends, and yeah, it was really awesome. So anyways, you might be wondering, okay, so what does this race have to do with Peter's injury? Well, yeah, so Peter got injured right as the race started. No, he was not one of the runners, but he managed to have a major injury. If you do not like blood, please close your eyes for the next 10 seconds as I show you what happened.
They're new on the south of the Memorial. He's going to land on here or no? No, I'm good. All right. I walked all the way down there. I feel fine, but yeah. This corner, one of these is what got me. I jumped over a rail. Actually, I stepped up on one and I jumped down, and then I didn't see it on the other side and jumped right on top of it. A dumb, not so epic accident.
Oh, it was so gross. Thankfully, it wasn't worse than it was. It was a really deep cut, but it didn't, hit an artery or anything like that. So it could have been a lot worse. And when I came over, he was at the start line with my dad, and I was coming up with the rest of my family. And so I'm like, hey, Peter, can you share your Google location so we can find you? Because there's 100,000 spectators there. And he texts me back and he's like, I just cut my leg and it's really bad. And I'm like, what? So I go over to him, I find him, and my brother-in-law comes too, who is an EMT. And so, there were tons of people there to help as well. We were right there. There were Marines, there were police officers, there were EMTs. It was a good place, I guess, to have an injury. So anyways, it was taken care of. But I was like, Peter, do you want me to go with you? And he was like, no, it's fine. So that way, there's nothing I could really have done. He was conscious. So he took care of that, which was good because I was able to support my dad, which was the whole reason we flew out to the East Coast. So then we got back. I was ready to kick into high gear and get some of these videos cranked out, even with Peter's hurt leg. It doesn't affect too much. But what ended up happening was I came down with like the most terrible stomach bug ever. I've had stomach bugs before, and normally they knock you out for about 24 hours. This one, it was about 3 days before I could finally feel like I could eat something. So that was pretty terrible. In that time, I lost like 8 pounds. and most of it was just water weight. I could hardly even keep down water, and so my lips were getting so chapped and it was terrible. So anyways, now I'm recovered from that. So tomorrow, look for it. It will be the debut of our first lost episode of our trip. Super excited to start rolling these out.